Casino capital of the world, the bright lights and glamour, attracting millions of visitors every year and billions in revenue. This is Macau, bigger than Vegas, where huge pleasure domes have gone up in recent years to feed China's insatiable appetite for gambling. But is the risk going to pay out?
As a result of the financial crisis, there are fewer customers and revenues have dropped. The limitations on visas from the mainland has reduced the high-spending Chinese gamblers, but it's mainly the financial slowdown.
At the croupier training school, student numbers have dropped from 1,000 a month to just over 100. And those that are still training for casino jobs can look forward to a starting salary a third lower than the same time last year. And the casinos they were training to work in are facing crisis too. This massive site on the Cotai Strip would have housed 3 major hotels. The credit crunch closed everything down last November. Industry experts think that while Macau will bounce back eventually, it's suffering from its global expansion.
The gaming industry in particular is going through hard times elsewhere, particularly in the United States. So that is impacting the flow of capital into Macau.
The knock-on effect is devastating. Macau's government derives more than 70% of its income from gambling revenue. That's seen a sharp drop in the past 6 months. Many government infrastructure projects have just been closed down. Macau's underworld past has also come back to haunt it. Several high-profile cases in China have exposed mainland officials who laundered money and squandered huge amounts of public funds at the tables. In an effort to stem the flow, tighter visa restrictions have been imposed by the Chinese government, and funds moving into the territory are capped. This is the border between Macau and China, and in recent months people coming from over here have been forced to get visas and limited to carrying only $1,000 every time they come. That's meant that many of the high rollers that made this the casino capital of the world have been forced to stay at home. This small square in the center of the city has become a focal point for the unemployed looking for short-term jobs. As they wait to be picked up, here too it's easy to see the love of gaming. But with so much of the economy now linked to the casino industry, their uncertain future lies on the roll of a dice. Tony Cheng, Al Jazeera, Macau.